Alex. It's the one and only Nana Moore, and I'm back with another video. So, if you read the title, then you already know what's up. I don't even have to say it, like, period. Like, come on now. But, before I do the video, how are you guys doing? Like, what's up with y'all? Because, girl, with me, I got a lot going on. Like, I'm trying to do so much in so little time. Like, 2019 is almost here, bitch. And I'm coming for you. So I'm trying to do it so 2019 could be successful for me and my business. You feel me? My pups, one is bigger than the other. Oh my god. They're so tacky. Okay. Okay. I'm not even gonna stop with you because you play with me. Anyways, to get into the video, so this story is actually really crazy, and I was actually mad when I got home after the whole entire thing, but I was laughing about it. Like, okay, so the day started off with me and a couple other females that I am associated with. I had recently met them at the time, and we hung out. So there was 5 of us. No, there was 6 of us. 6 of us. So I gotta think of new names for all of them. So there's me, Nana. There's 2, Naomi. Then there's TT. There's TT. And then there's Miami. And then there's Ariana. And then there's Ariana. Okay. So Naomi was the one who invited me out to hang with the rest of the girls. She invited me to a kickback. So I was like, okay. I asked her, I texted her, I'm like, how am I supposed to dress? And she's like, casual but cute. Me, I went the extra miles and put on some heels. I was cute as hell. I was cute as hell, but when we started walking, because I didn't realize that I would need to be walking the entire motherfucking time, bitch. So we had got dropped off. And so we was walking, so we was waiting at this place because TT had something to do. So we waiting on TT to finish whatever she got to do. And so me and Naomi, we decided to get something to eat for one. I'm the only one who got something to eat. I was hungry as hell. So I got me some Jamaican, and then we decided to walk to Hardee's because I needed something to drink. And she's like, oh, let's just go to Hardee's. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. And it was right, like, down the street. So my feet wasn't hurt at this point. You know, I got heels on. So I'm just chilling. I'm like, okay, but I'm walking slow. I'm in heels. I can't run, do extra long strides, bitch. And she's walking ahead of me. I'm like, can you wait for me? Damn. Like, Naomi, you ugly. No, but yeah, so we get there. I get my drink, and she gets, I think she gets some fries or something. So, no, she got a drink. She just got a drink. Okay. So, I didn't know at the time, but a girl had got off of work. So I'm like, oh, who is this? Okay, so the other girl's name, who I just now introduced, I'm sorry. Her name is Diana. Damn. So Diana gets off of work, and I didn't know her at the time. So I'm like, oh, hey, she's just sitting where I'm sitting. She's like, oh, you're really pretty. I'm like, thank you. Da, da, da. So I'm like, okay, so she seems cool as fuck. She's like, she's saying I'm pretty, and she's mad nice. So when me and Naomi decide to walk out, Diana is walking with us, and I'm like, oh, okay, so she's coming. I don't say this, but it just clicks in my head, like, obviously she's coming with us. So we all decide to walk there. And when we're walking to go back to TT, I see that Ariana and Miami are there with her. So I'm like, oh, hey, I had met them before through Naomi. So I'm like, oh, hey, da, da, da. So we all chilling. We walk into the party. So now we're walking to the kickback, all of us. We're walking. I did not know it was going to be up the street, take a left, and then you got to do all these little turns. Bitch, my feet was hurting. Like, we was running in the street. Like, what is we doing? Girl, my feet was hurting. So Ariana was the only one who was waiting for me. Like, she knew I was slow, so everybody else was just walking. They was like, they didn't say that, but it was like, forget her, da da da. That's what I felt like they were saying when they decided to walk ahead of me. So Ariana and me and her, like, I decided to eventually take off my shoes. Mind you, it was raining outside. It wasn't raining at the time we was walking, but the ground is motherfucking wet. So when I take off my shoes, I'm holding them. I still got a long way to go. My socks is completely soaked at the bottom, and I hate wet socks. I hate wet socks with a passion. Like, that, it just felt nasty. So when we get there, I don't even put on my shoes because we had to take our shoes off anyway. So I was like, oh, thank goodness. So we get there. Everybody walks ahead of me. I'm the last one because, you know, my feet is hurting. I'm like, oh, I'm just taking a breath in the hallway. So we get into the crib. I'm the last one. They all look at me. The niggas look at me and they're like, who is this? They was like, who is this? They just look at me up and down. I'm just smiling. I'm like, hey. Hey. So Naomi introduces me and she's like, oh, this is Nana, da da da. She's real cool. I just met her. So we hanging, all of us, and then they're like, oh yeah, she's cool, da da da. So we decide to eventually flick up. We all doing that. And then hours passed, you feel me? Eventually there was pressure with another female there. I have nothing to do with it, but there was pressure. And then there was pressure with the nigga who was hosting the kickback. And with Naomi, there was pressure. He was talking to them. He was like, oh, y'all got all negative energy. And he looked at me and he was like, not you, baby doll. I was like, thank you. Because he was like, yeah, you too quiet. Like, I'm actually not a quiet ass person. Like, let's be real. I'm really not. But there I was because, you know, I'm geeked and whatnot. I'm just chilling. I don't know nobody. I'm just seeing how everybody's reacting to everything. I'm just catching vibes, just observing my surroundings. You feel me? So we had to eventually leave because the nigga who was hosting it left. And he's like, when I leave out the door, y'all gotta leave too. So we leave, and then we find out the other female who was in there who had pressure with the rest of the group, not me, she was still in the building. So we like, why does she, we're like, why does she get to stay there? So we're just whatever. So we decide to walk back. Mind you, I have heels. So I'm like, I don't want to walk. I do not want to walk. So I'm like, I'm just going to take a lift. We're all just going to have to get in a lift and because I'm not doing this. It's just right around the corner up the street. Yes, but my feet are hurting. I look cute as hell, but I was hurting. Everybody said that. They was like, oh, you look so freaking cute. You look like good. I'm like, thank you, baby, but I'm hurting on the inside. Like, you don't see. Period. Help. Like, give me some sneakers. Give me some slides. But anyways, so we waiting on the lift. Like, our first lift comes around. Like, we see the little sticker glowing and stuff. He comes around the little curve because there's a little circle, like, coming into the neighborhood. We're at the front of the neighborhood. They come in and they come around and they immediately drive off. They don't even stop. They don't do nothing. They just drive off. So we're like, what the hell? So we're waiting on our next one. We're waiting on the second one, bitch. So when we're waiting on the second one, I'm looking at the phone and then I hear all of a sudden, oh, you was talking about me, bitch. I'll show you, bitch. So me and the group just look at the car because the car apparently drove up and they're across the street, not across the street, but they're in front of us. Not really in front of us, but they're like a few feet away, good distance. And they're like saying it. There's two people in the car, and so then everybody's like just runs because they was confused at first, and then I'm like, mind you, I do not know what's happening. Like, I just met these people. I'm just chilling with them for the first time. So I don't know what they got going on. You feel me? Like, what people they got beef with. Because me, I don't really have beef with people. I do not. I'm a cool ass person. And so, yeah. So everybody just starts running. So I'm like frozen in place. So I decide to hide behind a wall. And then when I see everybody's like running in one direction, I'm like, okay. So I run in that direction, bitch. So I'm running, and then I trip and fall because I got heels. Like, nobody understands this, but I got heels. I got heels, bitch. So I'm running in heels, and then I trip and fall in the bushes. So me, I stay down. I don't even get back up. I'm just hiding in the bushes. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? I'm like, I want to go home. I'm like, should I call my mother? Like, what should I do? But I don't. I'm just laying in the bushes, and the car drives off. Like, everybody's gone, so I'm just there. I'm like, okay, I'm pissed, period. I'm like, these hoes, I don't even want to be with them no more. I'm done. So then, when I get up, I noticed that the lift is here, the second lift. So I'm like looking for him. And they went up into the neighborhood past me completely. And I'm like, okay, I call them. And I'm like, where you at? I'm at the beginning of the neighborhood. And they're like, okay, they're coming back. So I'm waiting on them. Then the other girls, the rest of the group calls me. And they're like, where you at? I'm like, I'm at the beginning. I'm getting in the lift. I'm like, I want to go. Where you guys at? Because I don't want to leave them. You feel me? I'm not going to do that. I don't want to leave them. So I'm like, where you guys at? And they're like, bring the lift to us. And da-da-da. I'm like, oh my God. First, let me get in the lift. Shit. That lift leaves without me. Like, they completely just passed me and don't even stop. So then another one was supposed to come and I just canceled. I'm like, no, just where y'all at? I'm just going to walk to y'all. So I'm in heels again. I'm still walking. My feet are killing me. I'm mad. Like, ugh. So I walked and I find them, and then they was all hiding in somebody's apartment who they knew. So I'm like, I have to pee. I couldn't even pee in their apartment. It was like, oh no, her mom is gonna be tripping. No, she's about to get in trouble. They even had to get out. So then we eventually go to somebody else's apartment that Naomi knew. So it was an older woman. So we were just chilling there. It was real nice and casual. Like, and then we decided to talk about it without the woman knowing, you feel me? So we were just talking, and it was like, yeah, he had a piece. No, they was like, oh, he had a BB gun, da-da-da. Why did we run? I'm like, bitch, I ran because I didn't know going on. Excuse you. I'm like, I ran because everybody else ran. Like, why'd y'all run? Like, we don't know why we ran. Like, it was so-and-so. Like, we shouldn't ran from him. And then she explained to me what happened. She was like, oh, I got beef with him, da-da-da. I'm like, girl, you can't just be doing that. I'm like, how did he even know where we was at? And she was like, oh, yeah, I was texting him. I told him because I wanted to fight him. I told him where we was at and told him to pull up. But I didn't know he was going to do that because he was acting like he was scared. Like, he said he didn't want to. He said he wanted to talk it out. So, da-da-da. I'm like, okay. But, girl, you don't just be giving your location with other people. Like, what are we doing? Honey, baby, like, this isn't going to work. Let's not do this again. Like, bitch, I almost got that lift and left y'all. Like, I was contemplating it. Like, do you not understand? I almost got shot at, bitch. Like, And then, when we was there, the niggas who, like, told us to leave their crib called us and was like, oh yeah, where y'all at? Come back. We back home. So we was there, but the lady who we was at, that crib who we came to, she kept talking to us. So we was taking a long time, and we eventually found out those niggas had left again. It was like, y'all took too long. The lady whose house we was at, her daughter gave us a ride. First of all, we was cramped in that little ass car. I was grateful for the ride, seriously, because I didn't want to walk and everything. I was grateful, but I did not want to sit on nobody's lap. I had to, you know, like my wide damn self, like couldn't sit on the seat. Like nobody wanted. I'm like, can you sit on my lap? Like no, my wide self just had to sit on somebody else's seat, like somebody else's lap. But anyways, yeah. So we were talking about it, and then goddamn Diana, we're all sitting down chilling. We're like, what are we gonna do now? We eventually decide to go home, but before we even decided that, Diana is judging literally everyone who walks out, like walks in. I'm like, why are you being so negative? She's literally like this pretty ass girl. I thought she was gorgeous. She walked in with her nigga. It was a nigga. I'm like, yeah, it was her nigga. So they walk in, and then I'm like, oh, she's pretty. In my head, I'm like, oh, she's pretty. Da da da. Like, she's mad cute. And then Diana is just like, oh, look at her, the way she walked in. Da da da. I'm like, what is your issue, shorty? Like, that's the type of shit that I am not cool with. I don't associate myself with people who like to talk about other people. Like, I don't do that. So why would I want to be with somebody? Because if you could talk about other people like that, what makes me think you're not going to talk about me like that? You feel me? Like, Diana said that I was pretty when we first met, but she could be goddamn Mean Girls Gina and talk shit about you. Like, I'm not with that. No, so I'm eventually not gonna hang out with her again. I kind of don't want to. I really don't want to, period. Just her vibes was just negative. She just kept talking about everything. The crib that we was at, the niggas who asked us to leave, the female who was there, who I eventually found out they had pressure with, she was talking about her while she was there. We was there, so I guess that's why there was pressure as well. Like, no. So that was a story. Like, I eventually went home. I'm still cool with the females, you know. Not Diana. Yeah, me, Naomi, TT, Miami, and Ariana, we all good. We're good. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell me something that you want to do. If you want another story time, let me know what's up. Because I be bored. I don't be knowing what to do and what y'all want me to post. Like, stop. Like, come on.